Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. So, I'm very lucky that I have such amazing subscribers because, pronounce your first name and I hope I get it right, Anna. Notice that Hope said Brooke, like as far as like shutting it down, like yo, she wouldn't allowed, Rich to kick us out. But she didn't sit there and say mom. She said Brooke. Like I don't call my dad Albert. I never called my mother by her first name. So I don't really understand how that actually happened, to be honest. I don't really get that. But yeah, we leave off with Friday's episode of Reg being like, yo, you gotta go. You want Deacon in his house? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You want a relationship with him? That's cool. You can have it on your own time. I gotta protect my marriage and this, that, and the third. And yes, I'm glad somebody mentioned that. Somebody else mentioned the fact that, and this is something that I didn't know because I'm just starting to watch the show again. This whole thing with Brooke and Deacon, this happened when Ridge wasn't with Brooke. But yet he's still sitting there acting all butthurt like Deacon, like Brooke cheated on Ridge with Deacon and they weren't together. And that's something that she pointed out, but of course Ridge being Ridge, the entitled jackass that he is like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Of course, Deacon outside, he overhears all this. So, and granted, this is in the beginning when, Liam came in, was talking to Brooke, just really just happy that, they're living there, they're so close, they're with the kids, and it's just a great vibe, a great life that they got going on. Now Liam comes in there, and he apparently walks past Reg, and he's like, yeah, just walk past him. And Hope was like, yeah, he's kicking us out, pretty much. Didn't even, and it's funny too, because when she was talking to Reg, she was like, is like mom or whatever. I forgot what she called him, but it's like, is she okay with that? Did you talk to her first? And Reg was like, oh, well, I was going to get around to it. Oh, you were going to get around to kicking. Let me get this straight. You was going to get around to telling Brooke that you were kicking her daughter out on her property. Yeah, no, that would go over great. So, Liam was like, well, what do you mean he's kicking us out? And, Hope was like, yeah, because of Deacon and stuff like that, and I want a relationship with him. And at first, Liam was like, yeah, well, I can understand it. Like, bro, I'm sorry, are you siding with him? Are you siding with Reg on kicking you and the Hope and the kids out? Siding with that? But, Liam was more trying to look on the positive side. It's like, yo, listen, we can find another place and we can still be together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can see him every day. It's not the end of the world. And maybe it's time for us to kind of do our own thing. Just kind of looking at things on the positive. So I was like, alright, that's cool. And I'm glad that he took it that way, not the, oh, well, Reg is right because Deacon is bad and blah, 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 blah. The usual crap that he's been saying. But I give him points because he was not sitting trying to badmouth Deacon, and he wasn't sitting trying to control Hope and be like, well, this is why you can't see him, and you got to choose, and family, and, yada, yada, yada. Not gonna lie, the minute I said family, it made me think of Vin Diesel and like pretty much all of the Fast and Furious movies. But yeah, so now you got Ridge walking in, telling Brooke, oh yeah, by the way, I kicked out your daughter, so, we don't have to sit there and worry about Deacon anymore or talking about him. And Brooke is pretty much like, I'm sorry, what'd you say? What you? Must be old, old age or whatever. Because I could have swore I heard you say that you kicked out my daughter, on my property. And so, she does bring that up. Like, wait, you just kicked her out on my property? And Ridge was like, "Oh, you really gonna go there?" This entitled jackass really said, "You're gonna." Oh, Ridge. This actor, I've known him for quite a while. I known him back when he was on a little show called Port Charles. He played a character named Ian Thornhart, I think. And then he was on My Children, and I didn't watch that show at the time, which in some way I kind of regret. But so they get into it, and pretty much bottom line, Brooke is like, "Yo, you're not doing that. You're not kicking out my daughter. Let's get that straight right now." And Hope and Liam walk in, and Hope is like, maybe we should leave. We talked about it, and it's time for us to leave. And Brooke is like, no, that's not happening. You're not going anywhere. The kids ain't going nowhere. And that is the end of that. So, I can't wait to hear what this entitled jackass is going to sit there and say next. I mean, seriously, I get that he doesn't like Deacon and everything like that, but you don't... First of all, the idea of you just kicking her out like, "Oh, well, I can't stand this so much that I want you to leave." Really, bro? Really? You can't just put aside your feelings for 5 minutes so that way she can see her father? And also, he acts like he's never made any mistakes. At all. Like, ever. And I'm not saying that Deacon is like a paragon of an angel or anything like that, but I'm like, you don't like him, that's fine. People learn to deal, especially when you have families that are connected and stuff like that, you learn to agree to disagree. You may not like each other, but for the sake of the family, the kids or whatever, you put away your stuff for them, because that's what it means to, I don't want to say that's what it means to really love someone, but like, there was a better way than just letting his ego and his pride and... Anyway, he chose not to act like an adult. Pretty much. Meanwhile, you got Deacon coming over Sheila's place saying, Deacon's like, I think I'm going to still have a shot with Brooke. And of course, Sheila is just throwing herself at Deacon like no tomorrow. Like, hey, you're stressed, I'm stressed. Let's just let's just relieve our stress. And like, he said no, like, I don't know, X amount of times. Why don't you go, be with someone else, or, handle it in another way. Whatever you gotta do, he ain't interested. You might as well let it go, because to be honest, desperation is not an attractive quality on anyone. Just saying. But, she's also sitting getting a kick out of the fact that she feels that whatever he thinks is going on, the fact that he feels that, he has a shot with Brooke, and, she was laughing like, yo, what are you, nuts? First of all, Ridge ain't gonna allow it. Just even if they are having problems, Brooke, it's not gonna happen, I mean, let's think about Brooke and where she's at in life, and let's think about you and where you're at in life. Yeah, that's not really, like, we're not like on even ground. We're not even close. So, she gets a good kick out of it. I don't really understand. I mean, he is living there, and in some sort of ways, I'm just like, bro, you're not exactly being like, I don't want to sit there and say a good friend or good something, but you're kind of being somewhat of a dick. I mean, she's letting you stay there for free. She's letting you drink her booze, as she says. her food. She's sitting there paying for that. She's giving you a place to stay. And every time you come over there, you know, you don't want to sit there and listen to what she has to say. You don't want to hear out her problems. You know, you just start talking about yourself. And every time she gives you, like, a reality check, it's like, no, don't be negative. But you have no problem whenever she talks about how she wants to be with Finn and have a relationship. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about your crazy schemes. It's like, you're kind of, like, self-absorbed, aren't you? Like, really, bro? I feel like that's about it for the most part. I mean, Deacon and Sheila didn't really do that much for the most part. And I was kind of like, I felt like a lot of the stuff that happened with Ridge and the Foresters and everything like that. And, yeah, everything, the majority of the episode was pretty much with Ridge, Hope, and Liam, and Deacon, and Brooke, and I feel like I'm missing someone. And then the Liam and Sheila stuff was kind of like side stuff. But I feel like that's about it. If I forgot anything, please write it down in the comment section below. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.